Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum and a very good day to all of you. Honorable Vice President of the Republic of Indonesia, Bapak K. Haji Ma'ruf Amin, Minister of Tourism and Creative Economy, Bapak Sandiaga Uno, Director of KNIKS, Bapak Vence Raharjo, Country Manager, Mastercard Indonesia, Naveen Jain, media representatives, esteemed audience. Thank you very much for joining the Halal Dining ASEAN Forum and the launch of the Mastercard-CrescentRating Halal Food Lifestyle Indonesia 2021 report. Since 2015, Mastercard and CrescentRating have partnered to bring in-depth research analysis to help all stakeholders make data-driven decisions. In July this year, we released the 6th edition of our premier report, the Mastercard-CrescentRating Global Muslim Travel Index 2021. During the last years, we have released more than 20 research reports to help all stakeholders in the Islamic lifestyle space. I want to take this opportunity to sincerely thank Mastercard for this long-standing commitment to help develop this space, not just in this region, but globally. As travel was restricted at the beginning of this year, we expanded our studies to deep dive into the F&B industry and how it can better engage with Muslim diners when destinations ease COVID-19 restrictions. The first in this series of Halal Food Lifestyle Reports was on Singapore's vibrant halal food scene that we released in March 2021. In this second report of the series, we look at Indonesia, the country with the largest Muslim population. Indonesia has been consistently ranked as one of the top Muslim-friendly destinations in the Mastercard-CrescentRating Global Muslim Travel Index. The report was developed in partnership with the National Committee for Islamic Economy and Finance, also known as KNIKS. I would like to thank KNIKS for all the support, and we are looking forward to working with them on future projects. As the economy restarts, the dining sector will continue to provide a huge opportunity to accelerate the Indonesian domestic market's short to medium-term recovery. We believe it will play a crucial role in rejuvenating the economy as Indonesia comes out of the COVID-19 crisis. This report takes an in-depth look at the halal dining lifestyle market size, including the preferences and the behavior of Muslim consumers in Indonesia. The report is available for download from the CrescentRating website. I'm going to take a few minutes today to highlight some of the key insights of the report. Let me start with the methodology of the research. It is based on more than 1,000 consumer responses, opinions of key stakeholders, and CrescentRating's own data platform, CR Maps. In terms of profiles of the consumers who responded to the survey, it is a very good mix of the demographic of Indonesia. And I believe these insights from these respondents really highlight the behavior and preferences of Muslim diners in Indonesia. We estimate the Indonesian Muslims' expenditure on dining and delivery to be around 1,000 trillion rupiah. Gen X are the biggest spenders in terms of per capita spending and also total spending, accounting for around 30%. They account for about 30% of the population. They are followed by millennials, who account for 28% of the local Muslim population. Gen X and millennials account for close to 60% of the halal dining expenditure. Gen Zs will be the next demographic to watch closely for dining preferences as they enter into the workforce in the coming years. The average per capita annual expenditure is estimated to be around 5 million rupiah. What is good is that most respondents agree or strongly agree that there is a wide variety of halal dining options in Indonesia. What's also interesting is, although Indonesian cuisine is the most consumed food, we see the rising interest in other regional cuisine, especially Korean and Japanese. This is also in line with the trend that we saw in our Singapore report. In particular, Korean and Japanese cuisines are becoming increasingly popular among the Southeast Asian diners. We also deep dived into what Indonesian cuisine is most popular. Of course, Javanese food dominates the scene, followed by Sundanese and Padang. In the report, we actually listed the 10 most popular Indonesian cuisines. What's also interesting is this insight, especially for, I think, for entrepreneurs and startups who want to look into the F&B scene in Indonesia. We have mapped here the topmost consumed cuisine with the topmost cuisine. The respondents say there are not enough halal options. So you see that Chinese, Korean, Japanese, American, and Thai are areas for the F&B industry to look at in terms of having more halal options. When it comes to Indonesian cuisines, these are what the respondents say is difficult to find halal options. So I think this is another area for the F&B players to look at. When it comes to spending on dining, around 51% spend between 25 to 100,000 rupiah a meal. Around 56% spend less than 300,000 a month on dining, which means around 44% actually spend more than 300,000 a month on dining. Kaki lima is such a crucial part of the Indonesian lifestyle. It also accounts for a considerable portion of the halal dining economy. So in this report, we have done an in-depth analysis of this sector, which is really a lifeline for both consumers and the kaki lima service providers. More than 50% of the respondents have street food more than 3 to 4 times a week. When it comes to consumer sentiments for kaki lima, it's very positive. More than 72% have a positive sentiment towards kaki lima. We also looked at home-based businesses. Unfortunately, this is a sector that is still not getting enough traction. We also have seen that in Singapore, there are many reasons for it, especially when it comes to promoting these businesses. The businesses don't have enough channels to promote and do not know exactly how to promote. There is also a trust issue among the consumers when it comes to home-based businesses. So you see that the consumer sentiments are very mixed when it comes to home-based businesses. I think this is another area for the authorities to look at. How can you better enable home-based businesses? Because I think there is a lot of economic impact home-based businesses could bring to the dining scene. We also looked at some of the eating habits, such as eating at fixed times and eating with family. Good to see that more than 55% eat with family every day, which is slightly more than what we saw in our report in Singapore. We also see that almost 56% tend to be eating at fixed times. I think, of course, this is something that we need to watch as people's behavior evolve, how these things will impact their behavior. How diners look at the restaurants which label themselves as no pork, no lard. This is one insight which is very, very different from what we have seen in our research in Singapore. The level of trust of this label is much higher in Indonesia. This is probably due to the fact that Indonesia is a Muslim majority country. The major difference is very obvious when we see the consumer sentiments towards such labels in Indonesia and Singapore. If you see here, Indonesians are very positive about this label. However, in Singapore, it's the complete reverse of it. I think it's definitely due to the fact that most food and F&B outlets in Indonesia are Muslim owned and managed, so that probably gives a lot more trust to consumers when it comes to trusting the halalness of these labels. So that's a brief overview of some of the insights of the report. You can download the report here by going to our CrescentRating.com website, or you can scan the QR code here. So thanks for joining. That's a brief overview of our report. Of course, we have a lot more in the report. When you download, you will see a lot more insights, especially in the areas of Kaki Lima economy. So please have a look. And now we will be happy to take your questions. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum.